met JoJo through Iris. Um, she was taking pictures for JoJo. At the time, JoJo was her photographer, and I was about 15 at the time. And JoJo was like, "Y'all little girls always want to be grown." When we used to go downtown, I don't know if you remember the store across the street diagonally from Broadway Pizza. And you could go and take backgrounds of New York, Brooklyn, the graffiti. Yeah. And you go, come here. It's like, let me take our pictures. So we stand on the gate and, we posting up and doing pictures. And Iris is naturally beautiful. Like, she's just naturally beautiful, like a ray of sunshine. And he would do her pictures. And I was like, oh my God, this came out great. And I was like, and he would use different cameras. And I said, yo, why you using that camera? Why you just didn't use the other one for everything? He was like, nah, man, you know what this is? Don't touch that. I was like, what? What's up with the camera? He was like, this right here is a Hasselblad, which was it became my favorite camera. Like, it really became my favorite camera. And he showed me the difference. Back then, you could develop the picture and the film and everything, and JoJo was into it. That's the first. He leads to so many pathways in my life. He stitched in so much of the fabric, but that was my first opportunity to learn negatives and positive reflection and photo film. AKA, me and Rhonda both have a history of dental, a long-standing history of dental. So that was my first pathway into the introduction of film itself, understanding film. And he taught me everything about a photograph or radiograph, if you will, and film and how it looks in the negatives. And I was like, oh, I fell in love with negatives. I was like, oh, JoJo, look at this one. Oh, this the picture where blah, blah, blah. So he was like, yeah, Hasselblad will do that for you. It'll make the crisp sharpness stand out. And you course, And then my next favorite camera, which he was photographing Iris on, was a medium format. Now that is my end all be all. If I ever find one, I'm gonna get it again. But he showed me the differences between those two, and I fell in love with those cameras. And I was like, well, take my picture with that. So he started taking it, and then we would walk past his house. I was like, yo, Jojo, you got my pictures, man? Like, trying to punk him a little bit. He's like, man, relax. He's like, I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it today. So it led us to have to come back to JoJo's house, And so from there, that was the relationship with him, because that first day he made you feel so comfortable. You felt like you knew him for 1,000 years. So we would talk to him any old kind of way. Not really.